Men can't believe that women are single by choice because men aren't single by choice. They may be finding women to go on dates with, but nothing's sticking. And so they're lashing out at women saying things like, have fun being single or enjoy your cats. Sir, that's the whole point, is that I am having fun being single and I love my cats. And I also love my peace of mind, not having to be accountable to somebody who isn't really that interested. He's not interested in me and my life and things that I want and need out of life. He's interested in his own feelings of being alone and being single. And why can't women just do what he needs them to do? As men age alone, it is not good. Ask any hospice nurse or nursing home nurse or even hospital nurses. No one's visiting. And the men are not okay. But I'm finding that as I age, I am getting happier and happier with myself and my girlfriends and my family. And the idea of having to accommodate a man's insecurities or even securities is just less and less appealing. Us ladies are getting together. We're growing our friendships. We're doing things.
Golden Girls. Have y'all ever seen that series? I was actually watching it on the plane. I thought that it was incredibly entertaining to go and revisit it. Let me go and watch the rest of this Hags live stream or video that y'all sent me.
And we're finding that we're happier than we've ever been. And men can absolutely not understand that. They want to be able to do less and less and know that there's a woman there to drive them to the hospital or organize their medications or just sit around and do whatever it is that they want to do and take up time and space in her life and accommodate him. And I would dare say, especially the men that are just doing a bunch of dating and saying that they're having a great time and nothing is sticking for them. The men that I know that are dating a bunch are looking for a permanent woman. They're not really happy with that lifestyle. Of course, they have to pretend, like that's the dream. But they're looking for the ride or die until they're...
Yeah, she know 'em. They talking to her and they telling her all of their life secrets and their deep down darkest thoughts of what they're looking for. This is the men that she know. They talking to her and they telling her what's really going on in their life. Let's hear it.
They're 80 and they know that that person's going to be there to help them change their diapers. It's terrifying to them. Me and my girlies and my family, we know that we'll show up for each other because there's no expectation that we're going to change or that there's anything wrong with us. We're just doing what we want to do and enjoying each other's time and space. No one needs to change. But men get their hands on a woman that looks like she might stick around, and immediately he's got a list of things that he's going to need from her. So I say the same thing back to those men. Have fun being single.
Listen, man. Guys are happier than they ever have been before. And this is a excuse and a trope because it's actually completely the opposite. What I see happening is that the guys, as they continue to age and get older, they're actually getting better. They dedicate themselves to the gym. They absolutely 100% is living great as far as the options that they have. As a matter of fact, I see a lot of guys traveling a lot more and even becoming passport bros. And the white men have been doing it for a long time. Yo, even here down in Biloxi, right? Because I'm in Biloxi, Mississippi right now. And I'm just hanging out and chilling. And, I got my chick over there. She's sitting in the bed. But even down here, I see a lot of guys. And I was just telling my girl the other day, I said, yo, have you seen the amount of guys that's actually walking around with women that's just for the moment? And I think what a lot of these women don't understand is that they're not looking to keep you for a long time. They're just looking to keep you here for the moment. And then they actually are spending money to get you to leave, which I don't believe in spending money on any woman in a general sense, unless she's been down with you since the beginning and she's your wife. However, that's neither here nor there. I got to speak to the majority and not the minority. It's actually the complete opposite, in which guys are not looking for anything in particular, but ultimately realizing that they happy being alone, but they not lonely. And that's the difference. Guys are happy regardless of what state that they find themselves in, unless they find themselves under duress by a hag that talked too much and got too much opinion. And one of the reasons why she's probably single is because it's all this, the extra, and it's that extra opinion and peace. And so what they do is they like to use an extreme version of it and say, oh man, hospice and all of this stuff. Man, that's when you like 80, 90 years old. And by that time, Nobody give a fuck anyway. I don't even really care if you coming through or nothing like that. I'm just, most of those people is fucking everybody that's inside of the, inside of the nursing home and spreading disease amongst each other anyway. But for the most part, what I'm telling you is that they're trying to convince you in order to do a life sentence so that you'll have somebody to change a diaper when you get older. Nah. Listen, there's a difference between being successfully married and being single. And you can be both. Or being successfully married and then being able to do time just so you can have somebody to allegedly put up with your stuff. Just focus on your health, stay in the gym, eat right, stay on top of things, and enjoy your life every single day. And if you find a woman that's based in peace, then play it by ear and see what happens. But all of this trauma that she's trying to put onto you, trying to scare you into thinking that all of the guys that she knows, what guys? Who? What? When, where, why, and how? Look, it's a reason why she's single and it's not by choice. Guys control access to marriage. Women control access to sex until a guy gets so old or mature enough because your peak earnings is not even until your late 50s, early 60s. And so when a guy gets to a certain space, and this is for the guys that's really women, this is why you want to be selfish before you be selfless. For the guys that's really women or winning, they have all the options in the world. They can go young, they can go old hag, and this woman absolutely, positively would love, absolutely love to not have to go home by herself with her funky cats and having cat hair everywhere. And just because they thinking that they're going to be a golden girl does not necessarily translate into happiness. It's a projection. It's a false truth. It's a false narrative. Success is relative. Happiness is relative. But the fact of the matter is that women were made to be helpmeets to men. There's no amount of finessing of the word. There's no amount of finessing or remixing what's going on in society that's going to change that. Every single woman that I know that is truly happy has a man beside her that she can depend on, because when that pandemic hit or the problems hit or you getting kicked out of your little place that she probably in, it ain't good. Most of the women that's getting, or most of the people that's getting evicted are women. Most of the people that's having problems with this student loan crisis are women. Most of the people that's suffering as a result of the rent moratorium are women. Most of the people that's getting their mortgages and fucking up the bag are women. And so now what a lot of them are doing is they're resorting to selling their bodies, aka high-end prostitution, in order to try to make ends meet and try to find a man to take care of them. I don't know any woman that want to do this by themselves. And if they do, then God bless you. But most of them don't. Most of them are looking for a man. And so she's using this as a trope or as a coping mechanism. But the fact of the matter is, everything that she's explaining to you about men is actually the complete opposite. It more or less applies to women. So men that I know are happy. And if they find somebody that's aligning with their vision, then they roll with it. But one of the reasons why men require that is because they know that women are the beneficiaries of their greatness. So if he's going to trade in his time for money and then spend his money making sure that you're taken care of, then what he's going to require above all is peace. Not your fucking mouth, not all of this talk, not that overpriced box that y'all done gave to everybody for free before you and thinking that it got some sort of value to it. Nah. Women need men. Men love being around the right women, and they're going to find it whether it's with you or with somebody else. But companionship for men can be temporary, and it does not mean that they're lonely. That's a fact. I'm curious as to what y'all think. Make sure that y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.